Greetings, salutations, respect, and love. I am Scott, and you are in the Prog Corner. And today, oh man, it's been a long time coming. I am in a long-standing feud with a guy you probably know by the name of Andy Edwards. Oh, this guy has his own YouTube channel, and he's coming after me, man. We can't have that. We've got to protect our dignity and the sanctity of the Prog Corner. And Andy, I'm coming after you today, but I'm not going to be doing it willy-nilly like you did, just trying to, go through one of my videos and dissect it. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you are the king of clickbait. Absolutely. And I'm here to tell you that I'm going to take you down, brother. Yeah, I know you're doing this full-time. I have a full-time job, right? I can't be just thinking about YouTube all the time like some people. And I've only been doing this 31 months, man. I'm a relative newcomer to this, so the fact that I'm making these kind of waves, living rent-free inside your brain, kind of gives me a little bit of satisfaction. I'm not going to lie. But first things first, first, I just can't believe that you would take me to task about my intro. Come on, man, you're just jealous. Everybody wants an intro as good as mine. Everybody. But I came up with it. I should trademark greetings, salutations, respect, and love, because it's brilliant. It's genius. And I came up with that, and you didn't. And then, you're attacking us about our defense of Neil Peart. This is ridiculous. One of the greatest musicians, one of the greatest drummers of all time. So yeah, you called me to task on that, and I'm calling you back to task. I'm reacting to your reaction, brother. It ain't right. It ain't cool. Every drummer's different, right? Neil Peart probably wouldn't have fit in Mahu Vishnu Orchestra, right? But some players just work better with other bands. Yeah, Bill Bruford wouldn't have worked in the Ramones, right? It's just the way it is. I don't think Buddy Rich would have been any good in Rush. It just, come on, man. But, you attack Neil Peart. He's not around to defend himself, man. But I am. So what do? You spend most of your time attacking my panel. Oh, come on, man. Leave the panel alone. You're attacking little old Wayne from Alberta, Canada, just because his head is really low. I don't know what that is, by the way. That's a good point. Why is his head so low? I know my head's a little high. Sometimes you're supposed to keep your head centered, but, I just do my own thing. But leave Wayne alone, man. He's a good dude. He doesn't have all your knowledge and whatnot, but he's getting there. And then you come after the professor. You come after Brent Bristow from Emerald City Council. The only credit you gave him is that, he's some kind of Neil Morse expert. Oh, he's way more than that, Andy Edwards. You listen to that Emerald City Council album, and you tell me if that's not better than the Last Rain album. Oh, yeah, it is. It hurts to admit, but it's the truth. You come after Lauren, saying he had a big old head, calling him fake Jack Black. Come on, man. That's Lauren Murphy. He's a legend. Leave him alone. I noticed that you kind of left Matt Brown alone. You detected musician. Musicians detect other musicians. You left them alone. You gave him some space. I appreciate that. I'm sure he appreciates that. But the long and the short of this is, man, you should be thanking me. Not just you, Andy Edwards, but all of you guys should be thanking me. Pete Pardo should be thanking me. Barry Robinson should be thanking me. Notes Review should be thanking me. All you clowns need to be thanking me, because I came on the scene and I forced you guys to get better at what you were doing. I did. I made you think about what you were doing and why your videos were boring and how you could spice them up. That was because of me. Absolutely. But it's a two-way street, Andy. I learned a few things from you. You are the king of clickbait. I certainly learned all about that from you. Barry, I learned a lot from him. Man, his thumbnail game is just so strong. Pete Pardo, I learned a lot from him. The level of professionalism. And yeah, I did learn something from Andy too. I learned about how to be the king of the clickbait. Only I kind of segregate my clickbaity stuff into what I call clickbait week. You do it all the time, and I'm not angry with you about it. I get it. YouTube and your Patreons is your full-time job, so that's all right. But, you attack my panel, that's not cool. You need to come after me, man. The feud is between you and me. I do appreciate that you left our mamas out of it. That is a good thing right there, because I don't know how it is in Britain, but in the U.S. you come after my mom, you're in big trouble. But you also put some claims out there about Americans being soft. Oh, dude, come on, man. I'm wearing my Top Gun shirt today, proving, a country that gives you Iceman and Maverick, that's not soft. How could that possibly be soft? The special relationship between the UK and Britain is a joke. It's a farce. It's a one-way street. America is the dominant force in every single conceivable, measurable category you can come up with, from economic development to military strength to cultural importance. We punch above our weight, and we're already a heavyweight, man. So I don't appreciate the fact that you said that I smell bad. Well, it might be accurate, but I still don't appreciate it. And I'm going to turn the tables on you. You take a look at the Economic Council for Development, and they come up with these lists, right? They take the top 28 developed countries in the world, and they come up with lists on usage of certain products per capita. And I'm here to tell you that the UK ranks in the bottom of 3 in both soap and toothpaste usage. So take that, Andy Edwards. Maybe we should be talking, instead of mental health all the time, maybe we should be talking about the UK's dental health. Maybe that'll be a little bit more apropos. But I want to thank the UK, not just for delivering and giving us Andy Edwards, a great punching bag and a perfect target for my shots here today, but thank you for the English language. We appreciate it. Even though you guys speak it 100% wrong, we speak the correct version of the language. Absolutely. There was a study done by Oxford not too long ago where they, took Chaucer and Shakespeare as, guides to how Elizabethan English actually sounded, using rhyming, stuff like that, trying to figure it out. And they determined that the people that spoke the closest English was in South Carolina. Yeah, so take that. But I do really want to thank the UK, not just for your language, but also for your jurisprudence, the Magna Carta and all that stuff. Thank you so much. We don't have a king, so obviously we took what you guys figured out and went one better. And I do want to thank you guys for Prog Rock. Absolutely developed in the UK to an expert point of awesomeness. But come on, let's be honest. If you take a look at what prog really is, it's rock and roll with classical influences. Well, rock and roll was developed and born and invented in the US. And classical music, I don't know, name great British classical composers. Benjamin Britten, right? Andrew Lloyd Webber. There aren't that many, man. Most of the greats came from the U.S. or from continental Europe, Germany, France, Russia, Hungary, Austria, Italy, Norway, all more important than Britain in terms of classical music. Absolutely. It's not even close, man. And, what about the t-shirts? You talk about only having 3 t-shirts. That's disgusting, bro. You need to have more t-shirts. I know Pete Pardo probably has a whole closet full of t-shirts. You have no idea what my t-shirt game is, man. You keep watching. I've got hundreds of them. I'll knock your teeth out with t-shirts, man. Absolutely. And, Zeppelin, Cardiacs, AC/DC. You need to get some more t-shirts, man, because, if you're saying I'm the guy that's smelly and you're, only rocking 3 t-shirts, I think that might be another topic of another video, but, smell-o-vision's a little bit far off in the future. Anyway, towards the end of the video that you posted, and I waited a couple days. I wanted to be fair. I wanted to watch the video, take some notes. There were a couple things you said that I liked, actually, and a whole bunch I didn't like. But first of all, who's copying whom, brother? You know I'm not copying you. There's nobody like me at all. If anything, all you clowns been copying me since I came on the scene. That's obvious. I mean, you look around at people's videos before I showed up and after I showed up. Before the Prog Corner, after the Prog Corner. Your game had to step up. You know it did. So you are welcome. Thank you very much. I don't take any of my shtick from you. Yeah, and it is shtick. You know, it's YouTube. It's entertainment. You know, I put these beads. I don't walk around with beads on, man. You know, obviously it's entertainment. It's shtick. I put the beads on and I become a different person, kind of, sort of. You know, I don't know. You got to ask my wife about that, but it's not you I'm ripping off. The careful and discerned viewer will understand where my shtick comes from. Doesn't come from Andy Edwards at all, man. Most of it comes from Jim Rome, actually, who you probably don't know because he's a U.S. sports guy, and Rachel's Ghost. I took a lot of what I do from Rachel and her channel. Very little I took from you, Andy Edwards. Very, very little. But another thing that you touched on in your reaction to my video was Prog love. And yeah, I did bring two young lovers, Cody from Canada and Tara all the way in Ireland. Brought them together, young love, Prog love. I am very proud of that. I think that's awesome. So good luck to Tara and Cody. Hopefully their love story will last forever. And then at some point you touch on show tunes. Dude, you got no right to be talking about show tunes, right? Show tunes are the exclusive domain of the United States of America, right? Absolutely. Well, you got Andrew Lloyd Webber, I guess. But, you know, we got all the rest of them, man. Oklahoma, South Pacific, Carousel, GG, Music Man, Brigadoon, The Sound of Music, The King and I, Camelot, Paint Your Wagon. Even My Fair Lady was written by two Americans. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. And I know you're a big jazz guy, right? You know, I'm confused because you're always talking about jazz. But, you know, you were in prog bands and stuff like that. But, you know, come on, man. We're going back to this U.S. versus the UK thing, and you can't even be serious here, right? I mean, what do you got? Joe Armand Jones? Tom Bancroft? Ted Heath? Lloyd Ryan? Who are those people? Compare them to, oh, I don't know, Louis Armstrong, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Ella Fitzgerald, Dizzy Gillespie, Duke Ellington, Thelonious Monk, Ornette Coleman, Charles Mingus, Count Basie, Sonny Rollins, Art Blakey, Stan Getz, oh man, Benny Goodman. This is just off the top of my head, writing names down. Wes Montgomery, Bill Evans, Bill Brubeck, Dave Brubeck, Eric Dolphy, Chick Corea, Wayne Shorter, Max Roach, Cannonball Adderley. You know, you're a jazz guy from Britain, but what do you got for, what? Okay, John McLaughlin. I wish I could claim him as my own. But back to your video. I will give you credit where credit is due, Andy. I really enjoyed when you were tuning that guitar while we were talking about Rush. You know, I thought it was a 2112 reference, and then all of a sudden, you break out with one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. I know I'm supposed to be slamming Andy Edwards on this, but that song was amazing, by the way. I really, really enjoyed it. Great song. But the teddy bear, man. Chucky's going to kick that teddy bear's butt. He's coming out of the box. He's going to take care of business for me. I got my posse on the ready. Absolutely. And, you know, people diss me about, you know, dancing with snakes and, you know, King Chucky and all that stuff. I got a crown that I got from Burger King, right? Because Andy's the clown, not me, right? And, you know, everybody says, oh, don't do that ending. It's terrible. It's awful. But what did Andy do at the ending of his? What was that? 3 minutes of making noises? And I don't know what that was. Was he mocking me or something? Either way, it was a bad look. You know, you had the spit coming out of the mouth and all that kind of stuff. It's just terrible. But, you know, he's talking about his inner demons and stuff. Well, you know what, Andy? Maybe you're the one that needs saving, man. I think I might have to change my outro. So we're going to give it a try here for the first time because you're not the only weird one on YouTube, Andy. You do not have a corner on the market. And if you think you're weirder than I am, you haven't spent enough time in the Prog Corner. You're not weird at all. You're just a regular guy trying to be weird. We know that. We know who the weirdo is. It's me. So let's try this new one out. Let's try this new outro. Anyway, tomorrow on the channel, guys, I'm going to be reviewing the new Focus album, Focus 12. That's going to be awesome. And then Sunday, the Sunday Prog stream, I am doing the top 10 Uriah Heep songs with the great Pete Pardo in tow. It's going to be an awesome awesome show. Anyway, I love you guys. Peace in the Middle East. Free the Tibet. Free the Ukraine. Free everything. And God save Andy Edwards. Oh, save Andy Edwards. I don't think that boy's got the cancer, but he still needs to come to America. Make that boy swim. He needs some exercise, that Andy Edwards. Bring him over to America. Make him swim, and then we'll get them good doctors on him. See what's going on. Check under the trunk. Check under the hood. See, there's something wrong with that guy. I know there is. Our prayer warriors are standing by. Who's Andy Edwards? I don't know. He thinks he's a somebody. He thinks he's a famous drummer because he played with Robert Plant one time. I don't know this guy, but thoughts and prayers to Andy Edwards anyway. And then we're going to drink some poison. Thoughts and prayers. Absolutely not going to work, but you know what's going to work, boys and girls. Only one thing's going to work for that Andy Edwards. Bust out the rattlesnakes. Woo, yeah. Oh, make Andy dance with them snakes. Oh, yeah. That's what's going to cure him. Oh, them rattlesnakes are going to bring Andy right back, right as rain. I love you guys. I'll see you. Peace.